Hello, hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Sun Salutation Spotlight. Today, I just wanted to talk to you about the 5 things that I look for in every studio that I visit. First is going to be aesthetic and studio vibe. So, of course, the first thing you notice, even before you walk in the door of a yoga studio, is, the environment of the space. Things that I look for is, how chic was the space, how inviting was it bright and creative, how did the space feel? And then the second thing that I look for in a studio is going to be variety. When I say variety, I mean 3 different things. The first thing that I'm talking about is variety of class types. So it's really important, I of course practice a lot of vinyasa and hatha, which I really love. I do power classes, sometimes yoga skull, but also to dial it down is important. So that'll be classes like restorative or yin classes, maybe a sound bath, a yoga nidra, maybe even meditation classes that don't have physical asana at all. Did the studio feature several different types of yoga classes? And then the second aspect of variety is going to be variety of class times. The morning classes, early morning, mid-morning, afternoon class. Of course, there's always going to be that noon slot at most studios. Early evening, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock p.m. classes. I think that's really important to make it more accessible to all different types of individuals. The third piece of variety is going to be variety of teachers on the class schedule, so that we have exposure to get to tap into different learning styles and different teaching styles and kind of decide from there. And then the third factor that I look at is the teachers themselves. What was their demeanor? How were they in class? As a teacher, we have so many things to be tapped into. First, of course, we have to come prepared with the sequence. It's so important to kind of have an idea as a teacher about what you're going to be teaching the class that day, have a theme, whether it be physical or metaphysical, that you can carry throughout the class for the students. And then also as a teacher, we're gauging actively throughout the class how the class is doing, and if we need to make adjustments on the fly, provide modifications on the fly. And then of course, make sure that we have the correct alignment, offer varying levels within the same class because everyone is different, and every day, every person has a different practice. We'll also balance being present with the class. Those are all the factors that I'm looking for when I talk about what were the teachers like. And then the fourth factor is going to be welcomingness. I know that it can be really intimidating to go into a studio for the first time, whether you're a new student, new to yoga, or simply new to that space. Even for me, during COVID, I practiced at home a lot, and going into the studio, I had a little bit of anxiety, like, oh, what's it gonna be like? Is it gonna be weird? Am I gonna be weird? So I can totally understand, feeling like you wanna go into the studio, you wanna break into a physical space, you wanna meet people in person, but maybe having a little bit of doubt or slight anxiety around it. And so I definitely look for teachers and studio staff that are welcoming, and the other fellow students, did they seem friendly and inviting to me as a newcomer. The 5th category, COVID etiquette. So I'm talking about what was the requirements upon taking your first class with the studio. So did they require vaccination proof? Did they require you wear a mask during class, beginning of class, throughout the whole time you're at the studio? Things like that, just so that you can be prepared when you show up to the studio and know what you need to have with you to be able to participate that day. Those are basically the 5 things that I look for when I'm researching these studios for you, and things that you might like to look for if you're feeling ready to jump in. Then those are the things that I would look into before I step into the studio space. I know that it's not for everyone to do all this research ahead of time. We all have busy schedules and different demands in our lives, but just a general guideline for the things that I'll be looking for as we go forward in this channel. And my video next week will feature who this channel is for. So take a look out for that and tune in to see who I'm planning to serve with this channel. The following week, we'll get into some Seattle studios. Really looking forward. I'm working on that video now. There are a lot of studios here in Seattle, so you know, that's just taking a little bit of time to pull that all together. So anyways, thank you so much for being here, for tuning in, for having an interest in Sun Salutation Spotlight and my little passion project here. I hope that you are well and doing great wherever you are. Namaste. Take care, friends.